Only 5 races remain in the Gatorade Cup Series, season number 14. As for the second half of the chase, it will kick off here at the Kentucky Speedway for the running of the KFC 400. And the front of the field full of chasers, including the driver on pole winner last race at Talladega and the current points leader, Max Anderson, in the number 12. Beside him, starting in second, the 13 of Diego Yepes. Then starting in third place, it's second in the points, Derek Hamill in the 15. In fourth place with Eli Bright, and rounding out the top 5, TJ Hanley in the 22. Another chaser who's outside in 6th place is Jake Galloway. In 7th, it's Keyshawn Richardson. Baby Ruiz will start in 8th. 9th place for Bronson Minnick, and Conrad Evans in the 95 completes the top 10. Behind them, we have Marshall Burrow, and down to his inside, Jay Randall looking up into the championship fight. He's currently 7 points out of the points lead. Then we have the 48, Anthony Hernandez, with Keegan Thompson beside him in the 41. Gray from Lynn, another one trying to get into that championship fight. Jose Mills will start to his inside. Then there's the 1 of Justin Seidel with the 3, Malachi Rodriguez. Then we have Zach Fitzgerald Sr. in the 8 of Riley Spurley-Tube, with Andrew Miller in the 38 and Laura Chung in the 66. Then there's Luke Rennie in the 2 and the 4 of Levi Shones, with Riley Sampson to his inside, Chris Jericho in the 18. Then we have Samet Oskin, who enters 3rd in the point standings. Anderson Reed in the 77 to his outside. Zachary DeLello also trying to get into that championship fight. Anthony Traubaugh beside him. Noah Clifton the 00 and Ryan Wilson the 32, with Farrett Longwell and then the 24 of Jonathan Beeford. Then there's Evan Hunter the 11 and the 54 of Code Luigi, with Sebastian Kukulan and Ross McMorla in the 10. We have Jeff Wright the 9 and the 14 of Brandon Beal. In the final row, it's Max Rossi the 20 with Jordan Stout the 17, rounding out the 42-car field for the 6th chase race of the Gatorade Cup Series season here at Kentucky. Let's go on tracks that fire these cars up for 41 laps around this 1.5 mile oval.
Drivers, start your engines!
There roll off the 42 cars for the final Gatorade Cup Series Kentucky race. And at the front of the field, 2 drivers that are bound for the championship. They're 1-2 in points. Max Anderson, Derek Hamill. They line up nose to tail on the inside with Anderson on pole. Hamill starting in 3rd place. They've both won races in this chase. They're only chasers to do that thus far. We'll see if they can try and keep themselves at the front of the field, where someone else will get up there and try and challenge them in the 41 laps. As they come down to the tri-oval, there's the green flag. We are underway in the final Gatorade Cup Series Kentucky KFC 400. No time to waste for TJ Henley. A big early move from 5th place gets into the lead in turns 3 and 4. But already Keyshawn Richardson starts 7th, wants to lead the first lap, and they're already 4 wide for the back of the pack. Racing off 4, 3 wide, and 4 wide for the lead. Richardson leads the first lap, but Rando and Hernandez all the way to the inside, the 48 and the 53. Down to turn 1, already very aggressive early on here in Kentucky. I think everyone knows the trends, right? These drivers know the trends that in the past in Kentucky, early crashes happen here. Everyone wants to get to the front now in case that early crash does happen like it did, last season or whatnot. So we'll see if these drivers can make it out alive after a few laps or if they're going to crash early like they normally do here. It's Jose Mills and Justin Seidel back for the lead. Mills led that one, the 47 Seidel the inside lane to turn 1, but not for long. Data Riley Spurgeon takes it away, and I think Andrew Miller's going to take away from Riley. Crazy so far here in Kentucky, side by side, down the back straightaway. Andrew Miller pulls ahead, but here comes Luke Rennie. He's been so good here in the past. He had, I think it was season 4, he raced all 4 series here and did tremendously well in all 4 of them. He's bound for the lead with the 18 to Chris Jericho down to his inside at the stripe, too close to call. I think Luke in the middle led that one, and he did with that number 2. Samet Oskin, 3rd in the points, moving low, and he'll grab the lead off turn number 2. But Keegan Thompson, the 41, right behind him as they race down the back straightaway. Still 4 wide for the back of the pack, but that 4 wide is sustainable at points. Oskin able to clear down in front of Keegan Thompson. A big move right there, but Marshall Burrow has a run to the inside. And Marshall Burrow side by side with the 6 of Oskin. Door to door into turn 1. Here comes Noah Clifton, Bronson Minnick, Hamill in the middle in the 15. He was moving up but got shoved up. As Burrow gets a nice gap in the 21, he's away from traffic. Down the back straightaway. Mostly 3 wide now. There's 1 row 4 wide for the back, but I think TJ's getting down the line, so just 3 wide. Now it's 4 wide towards the front with Hamill making the move, as I think that was Noah Clifton washed up from the 0-0. And it's still Marshall Burrow able to maintain this lead. Here comes Bron Smith, a nice run down into turn 1. He might use the inside, and we'll see. Oh, it's close. He does get down, and there he goes for the lead. Bronson Minnick to the inside of Burrow, side by side, down the back straightaway. Oh, there they go! Buford into the wall hard. Got spun by Hanley. Into traffic they go! Involved, the 12 of Max Anderson, the points leader. TJ Hanley and Max Anderson, 2 chasers involved. Brian Wilson as well. Yellow flag is out. Mick Merle in the 10 with the lead. But the points there for the second straight race involved in an early accident in a chase race. I cannot believe these chase races as of late. Talladega, Derek Kimmel involved in a crash early on. He finished poorly. And here Max Anderson is all torn up. The points leader entering the winner of the last race. The highest finishing chaser in the last 2 races. He is well torn up with his teammate Hanley and with Ryan Wilson as well. You see Hanley on pit road. He was the one that kind of started it. He and Jonathan Buford made contact, the 22 sending the 24 around, and unfortunately it caused a big issue into turn number 3. The first yellow is out here in the KFC 400 at Kentucky. Let's go check out what caused it down the back straightaway. A very aggressive move for TJ Henley right here, just like he did on lap number 1 for the race lead. This is further back, mid-pack, though. He forces a 4-wide scenario on Jonathan Buford, Luke Ray, and some others. Buford is basically already rubbing with Miller and Luke right there. You can see some contact made between those two. Now, TJ and Buford, there's not enough room at the moment. TJ just keeps coming up. Buford can't give him much more room. 24 down to the wall hard. Comes back up, gets Hanley into Wilson. Look at Jake Galloway. Narrowly missed that. Then Wilson with Buford and others start piling in. Sampson and Kukulon spun around to get some damage in that. Griffin Lynn got contact in the 36. Levi Schoen's back here in the 4. So there were a lot of chasers right near this accident. Galway and Lynn that were able to just sneak by, but I wasn't paying attention to what happened with the 16 in them. We'll have to see what happened there, because that's really what got Max Anderson involved. I think he was going to be able to slow down and miss it. Oh, Sampson came in. Kukulon was slowing down, getting low, and Sampson came in and nailed him. That is unfortunate for Max Anderson. Just like with Hamill at Talladega, minding his own business, and just out of nowhere a car into him. But look at Jake Galway do a great job missing. Jose Mills and some others. There's Anderson into it hard. Hanley had a few hard impacts, so that could have been a lot more chasers, and unfortunately for the 3 involved, they were the only 3 involved in it. And especially, Ryan Wilson has already had the dismal chase to begin with. This is just adding on to it. TJ Hanley kind of the same story there. They've both had pretty bad chases. But for Max Anderson, this is big for him as he entered as the points there. But as it stands, it looks like it might leave back to Hamill or someone else, as the 12 is going to be very, very slow, maybe even out of this race. But at the front of the field, Ross McMurla, a non-chaser, leads early on in the KFC 400 here at the Kentucky Speedway. Coming back green, lap number 11, 31 laps to go when we take the green flag, and unfortunately for these race leaders and drivers without damage, only one car has retired from the race, and that is the 24 of Jonathan Buford. Hanley has fallen a lap down, but is back out there in the 22. Brian Wilson still out there in the 32, although they've kind of repaired their car decently well. Kukulon's still out there, Max Anderson. There's TJ. Levi Schoen's has some slight damage. Riley Sampson has damage, obviously. So we'll see how these drivers go. Who's the slowest? So we have to think the 16, the 22, and the 12 are going to be some of the slowest. We'll have to see how it all plays out here at Kentucky. Also watch at the back for Chaser Griffin Lynn. If he gets going, he had some slight contact under that yellow flag, or because of the yellow flag. We'll see if he gets going along with Jake Galloway. They both kind of got some dings in that race car. So at the front, 3 Fords lead the way with Ross McMurla, Bronson Minnick, and Brandon Beal. Conrad Evans is currently in 4th, and Mark Burrows is now 5th. They have Riley Spurgeon, Andrew Miller, Jeff Wright, Luke Brady, and Derek Hamill looking to leave as the points there once again, as Anderson is involved in the crash at the back of the field. Hamill's still out there inside the top 10, looking to gain those points back. Remember, he entered 4 points below Anderson for the points lead. Cement Oskin 5 down. As we're back to the green flag, great jump for the 10 car. We're back racing in Kentucky. Beal got a jump, went to the high side with the 95 Evans. Marsh Burrow's going to take 2 spots and 1 right there to 3rd place. He'll go maybe even 2nd on Minnick. Great restart for Marshall Burrow from 5th to 2nd by the time they leave turn number 2. Great jump from the 21. Galway so far, he got put to the highs. I don't know if that's because he's slower, if he just, kind of got unlucky there. We'll have to see as we get longer into this green flag run if he can stay with the pack and get down low and try to make some spots back up. Andrew Miller for second place. On Marshall Burrows, it's still the Fords at the front with Mick Morla and now Miller, the one in second, and Miller to the lead in turns 1 and 2. But here comes Derek Hamill, second in the point standings, wanting the points lead. Down the back straightaway, he'll go 3 wide for the lead. Derek Hamill being aggressive now. He knows Max Anderson back in the field with damage. But Samet Oskin right behind him, just 1 point behind him in points, and now 1 position behind him on the racetrack. They are first and second here at Kentucky. First and second in points, first and second here. Oskin to the inside and Hamill trying to grab the lead from him as they race off 2 and down the back straightaway. 4 wide behind. Noah Clifton made the big move. Baby Rose and Luke Green also coming on the inside with Chris Jericho and Conrad Evans. Hernandez moving up in the 48. Noah Clifton now looking for the lead on Oskin, Oskin obviously wants to leave as the points leader here today. Has a good shot at doing that along with Derek Hamill. Racing off into turn 1. Baby Ruiz is up to second in the 37. And as mentioned, Luke Rennie's done well here in the past. And, you know, whenever he's racing, Chris Jericho looking for his first ever points victory in the Gatorade Cup Series. He's moving along the 18. Evans and Hernandez. Jeff Wright looking for something in that 9 car this season. Looking to end with a W in his Gatorade Cup Series career. In fact, he won here, you know, a long time ago. At this point, but he has won here before in the Gatorade Cup Series, so Jeff Wright knows how to get around this racetrack, and we'll see if he can channel some of that magic here this season at Kentucky. Derek Hill in the middle of 4 right with Luke Rainey, Jeff Wright on the bottom, Baby Rose on the outside. Hernandez trying to get the grip to get to second place. Evans got a nice run that lasted him off turn number, oh, there they go! Around they go! It's Minnick, others into the outside wall hard! Stout, Rodriguez, others slam on brakes. Randall's around with Cole Luigi. Griffin Lynn's around with Zachary DeLello. Evan Hunter's back here. Max Rossi has damage. 19, Jake Galloway torn up on the rear end. I think Riley Sampson ran into it at the end. Luckily, these drivers had taken the yellow flag. Chris Jericho now with the race lead in the 18 car. And yeah, there were a few different accidents in that one. There was this first accident, and then I don't know if they raced back and they started slamming on brakes or what, but it caused a secondary accident because of where the yellow happened. Everyone taking the yellow flag and drivers were slowing down. Whatnot. There you can see TJ Hanley and Ryan Wilson ran into something at the end. They're torn up, and they might be out of this race now. 2 chasers. Other chasers like Jake Gowen now has some damage. I'll see about Lynn and DeLello and Rando and Luigi because it looks like they kind of got together, but I don't know how bad the damage is on those cars as everyone's still trying to figure out where to be here in the order. So hopefully they figure that out, sort that out. We'll take a look at what happened. Caution flag is out. Bronson Smith, one of the first to go around, the 34 car, along with I think Noah Clifton in the 00. You see the 00 they're moving along. Racing out of turn number 4, and if there's blame to be put on this with this 4 red snare, it's probably on Bronson Minnick, who is higher than he needs to be in the 34, could give a lot more room on the inside, and he's going to get up into Clifton, who's already up basically into Ruiz right there. They're already making contact on the outside. Minnick's making contact there as well. 34 goes around Stout. Clifton goes around with Ruiz right into the path of Marshall Burrow. Richardson slammed through the middle with Brandon Beal. There's Rodriguez and Stout. And then on the inside, yeah, there was just some checking up. I don't know if they were checking up because the yellow was out and they had taken the caution or what. Levi Shones. There you can see DeLello go up. He gets Lynn. There's Randall around with Code Luigi. And then right here, coming into it, Riley Sampson back there nails Jordan Stout. Look at that, 17 up off the ground. Sampson obviously involved, and it's not over yet because some others will come in. But we'll take a look at that in full speed when that happens. But yeah, a lot to unpack there. And we'll see if we got a better angle of what happened after the first crash, because you can't really tell from this angle who really starts that inside stack up. I think it's Fitzwater. I think the 51 was slamming on brakes for whatever reason. I think he's the one that maybe started all that. We'll have to see. Yeah, if there's a better angle of this, we'll see here. Watch the 51 right there, missing the crash. Yeah, he kind of just really slowed down. Others were still expecting to keep going, and yeah, I think Fitzwater might be mostly to blame for the secondary pileup there. The 51, he just slowed down, I think, way too much. Brandon Beal barely collected. Marshall Burrow did a really good job getting away from it pretty well. And all of the Rick Ware cars basically piled up right there. The 52, the 51, and all these others. Hanley all the way over here. Ryan Wilson closer, but Hanley was so far back. How did he get involved in this? So Ryan Wilson slowly going in there. run into Anderson. Hanley now just entering onto the scene in the 22, and he runs into Wilson. So interesting there, but a few more chasers get some damage in this one. It's at the front of the field. Some non-chasers lead the way, and leading them all, it's the 18 of Chris Jericho looking for his first ever Gatorade Cup Series points-paying victory. He's out in front for the second restart of the day here in the KFC 400 at Kentucky. Some more cars to the garage area as we'll come back to the green flag on lap number 20 with Chris Jericho in control for the restart. The car's out. TJ Henley, one of our chasers. Riley Sampson, Jordan Stout, Malachi Rodriguez, and another chaser, Ryan Wilson. None of the chasers out, though. The two chasers out, they weren't really in the championship fight to begin with, so it's not terrible in terms of the championship fight. Just a tough break for those chasers who are looking for something good to go their way so far in this chase, which has not been happening in the first 5 chase races. 36 cars on the lead lap. Watch for something like the 20, 00, 42, 12, you know, some of those damaged cars towards the back of the field. How well will the Rick Ware cars get up to speed is the big question. As at the front, Jericho, Hernandez, Evans, Jeff Bright, Spurley Tube, Hamill is in 6th, Mick Marola, Osgood 8th, Miller, and Rainey. That's the top 10. We're back going. Great jump for Hernandez, right on the back of Jericho, and already looking low into turn 1 for the race lead. Great jump for Anthony Hernandez in that 48 car. He grabs the lead away through 1 and 2. Here comes Jeff at the 9, 3 wide for second place. Jericho forced the outside by Evans and Bright both. Down the back straight away into turn 3. It's a Hendrick Motorsports 1-2 with Hernandez out in front. Jeff Bright to second in the 9. Here comes Mick Marola back in the 10 car. Miller with him in the 38. Mick Marola, great run on the apron. Great push from Miller. Got to the inside, the 48 to turn 1. And Miller, better arc into the corner, dives underneath. Great corner for Andrew Miller. Luke Rainey with them down the back straightaway. See, a lot of cars really hanging on. Luke Rainey for the lead in the 2 car. Oskin 4 wide back there. Hamill's middle of 4. Jericho rubbing with him. Close contact racing there. Yepes not giving the 18, the 15 much room. Hamill wanting to back out of that. Doesn't want to be in the middle. 4 wide at this point. He's seen some of the stuff that's happened here. He has back lead on Luke Rainey. Ruiz damaged rear end in that 37, not affecting him. Here he comes to the inside, using the draft well. Yeah, that 37 is outstanding here. No rear end on that car whatsoever, but here he is, moving him nicely. Maybe Ruiz. Osgood running strong now inside the top 3, again by Luke Rainey for 3rd place. Mick Marola, a nice run down to his inside possibly in that 10. Looks like he stays in line for now, pushing him, looking to get low on Keyshawn Richardson. Richardson looking to get low on Anthony Hernandez. The 6 shuffled out by Mick Marola. Here comes Richardson down the back straightaway for the lead on the 48 of Anthony Hernandez. Into 3 and 4. The 43 will take it away from the 48. Now Mick Marola up to 2nd. Jericho coming with him, with Andrew Miller and Jose Mills also on the inside trying to move forward. Here comes the 10 for the lead now to turn 1. Ross Mick Marola is going to take it away. And here comes Chris Jericho low in the 18. Has up for Miller and gets to the inside and leads into turn 3. Great run for Jericho down the back off 2, but here comes Miller. Better run into 3. This is some great stuff here at Kentucky. Andrew Miller grabbing the lead away. Here comes Jose Mills on the 47. Luke Rainey Yepes also on the inside. Burrows coming back. Remember, he narrowly missed that last caution. He's up nicely on the inside, but Aaron Reed forced him wide. Eli Bright, haven't mentioned the 88 here today. He's missed the last few crashes, and now he's up inside the top 15 and still trucking along in that 88 car. Charles right behind him from Spurley Tube. Levi Shones has some rear damage on that 4 car, but it's not affecting these drivers in this draft. Andrew Miller, the 38, still the race leader with Mills in 2nd, Luke Rainey in 3rd. There's Eli Bright up inside the top 10 in that number 88. Jericho way wide in the 18, maybe just trying to back out, get down in line. Luke Rainey for 2nd on Mills. 15 to go at the line. First lap cars are just off 2 now, so that's really, really good that they're able to hold that much speed at least. So we're probably going to catch them by the end of this race if it stays green, but if we get another yellow flag, then I think the chances of catching them are out the window. Luke Rainey's had one of the strongest cars here today, and he's showing it. He's up to 2nd and looking to pressure Miller for the lead. You can see Mills, that left side damage from the 47, not affecting him that much. Eli Bright, the 88. Anson and Sharp on the 96. As Luke Rainey goes for the lead off turn number 4. There is Luke Rainey. You've mentioned so many times this race. So good at Kentucky in the past. And here he is now going for the lead on Andrew Miller. Racing off to turn 1 side by side. The 2 is the inside preferred lane. And will take it away right there. He clears Miller. Jose Mills is low in the 47. Here comes that 96 of Anson and Charlebois, looking 3 wide out. I think he got there, he did. Riley Spurgeon to the middle in the 8. Hernandez down low with Chris Jericho. Brandon Beal nearly involved in that last crash. That 14 up on the inside, moving forward. Right behind the 9 of Jeff Bright. 4 wide for third place. Anthony Hernandez, the one down to the bottom, getting a push from Jericho to get clear. Charlebois is clear in second. Hernandez is clear in the third place. Here comes Keyshawn Richardson, a big dive run off 2 and down the backstretch. Jericho clear in fourth. Side by side for fifth. Spurgeon by Mills, who's on the outside 3 wide. At the front for second. Hernandez low and Anson and Charlebois trying to get up to the 2 of Luke Rainey. Jericho couldn't block off Spurgeon there. The 8 got to the inside. 3 SHR teammates are lined up on the bottom with their 4th teammate on the outside of them. Beal, Shones, Thompson, right to the outside, the 10. The 14 shoved by Shones up the racetrack. Levi Shones 3 wide to the bottom. And Hernandez all over the back of Luke Rainey into turn 3. That 48 looks strong right now. There he goes. He's low. Down to the inside of Luke Rainey, but the 2 a better drive using the outside lane. Should get back clear. 11 laps to go in Kentucky. We're getting to the point now, tire wear is starting to become prevalent, and the middle lane might start working just a little bit better if you don't get enough of a run. Hernandez might do it this time, though. Great drive for the 48 off 2 and down the back straight. Back there, Evans was blocking Lynn and almost spun himself out off 2. Yepes 3 wide for third. Hernandez takes the lead from Luke, but Luke might get the run to get clear in second and have a shot back at the 48. 10 laps to go in the KFC 400. Hamill's still back at the pack in the 15. Osgood, I think, is on the inside, moving back forward. And speaking of moving back forward, this 2 car is fast. Right to the back of Hernandez again, and trying to take the lead back from the 48 after just getting it stolen from him. I think Hamill's now down the inside, thinking now it's time to move with 9 to go at the line. And Luke knows it's time to go. There he goes on the 48 of Hernandez. These 2 have battled so much here today, and they're battling once again. Luke Rainey, Anthony Hernandez. 9 laps to go. The 2 led that lap. Mick Marola got a big run in the 10, and he's to the lead off 2. Great drive for the 10 car. Down the back straightaway. He leads into turn 3. That was a great launch for Mick Marola using the draft in front. Hernandez balanced Luke Rainey for second. Yepes right behind in the 13. And then Osgood up inside the top 5, trying to break away from the chasers behind. He needs every point imaginable in that 6 car. And for the lead, 48 was looking low, but got tight, had to lift. Yepes had to lift as well. Osgood didn't. Here comes the 6 to the inside. Osgood for third place. The 48 trying to reel the 10 back in as they go through 3 and 4. Luke trying to get clear in fourth because he knows that car is good enough to win this race, and he wants to win it for sure. But Andrew Miller got a great run off the corner to get to the inside. 7 laps remain at Kentucky. Anthony Hernandez back for the lead on Mick Marola. Down to the inside of the 10. Side by side between those 2, off into 3 and 4. Here comes Miller. Osgood went high. Miller went bottom. Can Osgood try and find maybe the middle lane? Oh, he's over the back of the 10, almost spinning him off the corner. Luke Rainey went low with Andrew Miller. Hernandez leads. 6 laps to go. Here comes Andrew Miller, the big push. He's low on Hernandez. Luke looking low on Miller. The 38 blocks it for now. Andrew Miller leads off 2. And here comes Luke Rainey in the 2 down to the inside. He wants the lead. Miller fends off for now, gets down. Here comes Keyshawn Richardson back to the front in the 43. And a similar colored car, Derek Kimmel right behind him. With now 5 to go, yellow flag would end the race short. Hamill, I think he might be the one to take the points. And Osgood on the outside. Hamill's up to 4th place in a really good spot right now. The 6 still fading back on the outside. Lappers are in 3 and 4 right now. It's going to be close if we catch them or not. Here comes Luke. Great run through 3 and 4. Can he keep it down the bottom with a good enough run? It's going to be oh so close. 4 laps to go in Kentucky. Hamill for third. Luke is still there for the lead in turn 1. And the 2 clears. There's Hamill. Winner of a chase race already. Looking to get back to the points in a big way. He's going for the lead here at Kentucky. Back to 3 to go at the line. Jeff Bright, Keyshawn Richardson moving to the front as well. Richardson a great run through 3 and 4. He might look 3 wide for the lead. Can he? Hamill's blocking for now, but Richardson might use the apron here. 3 laps to go. There goes Keyshawn. Jeff Bright in his back bumper to turn 1. Jeff Bright looking even lower through 1 and 2. He's trying to get there. Jeff Bright, longtime veteran, but he hasn't won in a while in the 9 car. Can he get it here in Kentucky? Oskin was making ground up. Charbonnet got to his inside. Jeff Wright can't get low on Richardson. 2 laps to go at the line. The 43 pulls away. Now they're 3 wide for second place. Hamill, a great run, but Miller a better run than 38. 2 laps to go for Keyshawn Richardson. Andrew Miller, the one trying to chase him down in second. Riley Bridges now third. Anson and Charbonnet to fourth. Mick Marolo to fifth. Oskin looking low on Hamill. Whoever finishes higher might be the points at the end of the night. Coming to the white flag of the KFC 400 at Kentucky. Derek Hamill falling back. Richardson leads, but Miller to his inside. Side by side, white flag one more time around Kentucky. Andrew Miller led at the white flag. Keyshawn Richardson might try and use the top and get a run, but Miller buried it to the bottom and made it stick. Down the back straightaway for the final time for Andrew Miller in the 38. A great late pass. Oskin will leave as the highest finishing chaser, but at the front of the field, Andrew Miller will win the KFC 400 at the Kentucky Speedway over Richardson, McMurrow, and others. What a great race here at Kentucky. Unfortunately, we did not catch lap traffic here today. Andrew Miller with the win. Every win now means so much because these drivers know we're in the final 5 Gatorade Cup Series races. At this point, you don't know if you're going to get another victory. So Andrew Miller, what a win for that 38. What a drive for Oskin. He will leave as the points leader. He's the highest finishing chaser here today at Kentucky. Let's go check out the finishing results now. The points look with just 4 races left in the season. Here's how they finished in the KFC 400 at the Kentucky Speedway. 2 caution flags today for 8 laps. 21 lead changes, 10 different drivers saw the lead here at the Kentucky Speedway. And out front for the right time leading the final 2 laps, Andrew Miller wins with the pass on Keyshawn Richardson right at the white flag. Richardson has to settle for second place about a car length back. Ross McMurrow ends up in third. Cement Oskin, 4th place, will actually leave tied for the points lead with Derek Hamill. Oskin 4th place. Chris Jericho gets a top 5 of the 18. Anson Charbonnet, there's Derek Hamill, 7th place for him. He and Oskin tied at the top of the point standings. What a chase it's been so far between the top 3 or so in points. 8th place to get Pez. Luke Rennie gets 9th, and Conrad Evans completes the top 10 in the 95. It was actually not a great day to be a chaser here today. The only 2 chasers finished inside the top 15 were Oskin and Hamill, who leave as the points leaders. The next highest chasers all the way down in 17th, Jake Galloway. So Galloway, even with that damage in the 19, still maintained in the pack, got 17th, got points out of it. While he'll leave 22 points back in the points lead with an unrealistic shot at the points lead, he did a really good job actually limiting some damage and at least keeping himself with a shot in the final 4 races of the season. But only 3 chasers ended up inside the top 20 here today. The next one down below Jake was Griffin Lynn in 23rd, Coluigi 24th, Jay Randall 26th, Beal 27th, DeLello 29th, Hunter 30th. There was some issues on the 11 car, whatever it was. But he was back with the damaged cars all race long. He actually just finished a few hundredths ahead of Max Anderson, who was damaged, obviously, well torn up in the 12. Anderson 31st for him. And then only 2 chasers down below him. And they were Wilson and Hanley, both out from the crashes in the 32 and the 22. At the right side of the points with just 4 races left in the season, 4 races left in the chase. And it's a tie between Derek Hamill and the 6 of Cement Oskin. The tiebreaker actually goes to Hamill at this point. He has more regular season points than Oskin does. However, or I guess more full season points, not regular season points, but the full season points also interesting if you're wondering about that. Derek Hamill and Griffin Lynn are actually tied in that as well, with Cement Oskin just 14 points back. So that is also pretty interesting between those drivers, and it could be interesting between those drivers if it comes down to some of them for the championship, and they're that close in full season points. That's the tiebreaker. So if they tie, it goes to that. And if it's that close for that, then they're going to be battling for everything and try and lead laps here in these races to try and get those. Even though it doesn't mean anything for the chase, it could mean something for the tiebreaker. So those 2 are tied. Right below them, just 4 points back, is Max Anderson in the 12, still not giving in. He's still pretty close. 4th place, Jay Randall with 7 points back. He's still in it with a shot. So is Griffin Lynn. And at 36, he's only 9 points back. So those drivers still pretty close inside the top 5. Also close for DeLello, 11 points back, and Coluigi, 12 points back. Those drivers still with the shot. So there's still about 7 drivers that you can realistically say have a shot at this championship. Once you get down below code, though, it gets a little bit harder to determine if they're going to have a shot or not. Evan Hunter, Brandon Beal, 17, 18 points down. I just don't know with 4 races left. They haven't been that good enough to show that they can maintain up there. So we'll have to see if they can try and find a way to do that. And then even down below those drivers, you look at Jake Gallo, who moved up really nicely here today, moved up closer, but he's still 22 points down. And then even below that, TJ only had a dismal day with Ryan Wilson. They were only 2 chasers out, and they were some of the bottom 2 in points anyway. So Hanley now is 27 points down, and Ryan Wilson is going to be 35 points down. So for those 2 drivers, you have to think it's basically impossible at this point with 4 chase races left. It's nearly impossible to get that many points in the final 4 chase races. But definitely watch for the top 7, because I think still any one of those top 7 can get this championship with 4 races left. And once again, these Gatorade Cup Series chase tracks, they are wild racetracks that anything can happen at, especially the finale at Homestead. So we'll look forward, though, to chase race number 7 as we'll go racing at the Auto Club Speedway for the Sony 500. I'll see you guys then.